Leslie Kading, thank you for joining us. second of two semifinals, Hungary versus USA. We've got a great one on tap. We finished national anthems. We'll review the lineups before we do. Referees for today, Daniel Bartels of Australia, Alessandro Severo of Italy. Team USA will roll out the same lineup they did yesterday. Mills in the goal. Player to watch naturally now at this point. Everybody knows Ryder Dodd, who had 7 goals yesterday. He'll be flanked likely by Bodie Brinkema, Pete Castillo, Ben Lathy. Watch for Landon Ackerstrom, Keith Black, John Carcari, Schneider, all to factor in. Zelikov, kind of a wild card. He's been boom or bust. He's made some incredible shots. And somebody who can absolutely turn a game on its head. Coach Jack Coker, not pictured here. That's Alex Rodriguez and Felix Mercado. Coach Jack Coker's done a nice job building this team as they've gotten better and better throughout this tournament. On the Hungarian side, a notable leave out. Tóth András has a concussion. He is a starter for this Hungarian team, so he will not factor in at all on this. That means Hungary will then roll out 2 lefties, Adam Putz and Martin Zeman. So we'll see if the lack of Tóth András plays into effect here. Coach Sander Neutsch, not pictured there. That was Miklos Balázs and István Kardos, but that's okay. So we're a few minutes away from the sprint here. USA hopping in the pool. Hungary hopping in the pool. Players to watch for Hungary. Balogh Bolton has 12 goals. Oliver Leinweber has 13. He'll shoot quite a few shots. Bolton Balogh is elite when it comes to accuracy. He doesn't miss much. If you get a block on him, you might want to keep that ball. Also look for Vince Varga, number 10. He's only got 3 goals, but the dude's elite. And so you can see here Spain awaiting the winner. They just took down Croatia. So the winner will take on Spain. The loser will take on Croatia. You got 2 chances to win a medal once you're up here in the semifinals. Ryder Dodd there motivating his team. Hungary, the reigning champs. A number of players on this Hungarian team have 3 world championships to their name. They know how to win. They know how to play the game in a way that helps them win, obviously, but control the game when they're ahead. They understand coming from behind, and they understand holding a lead. They're an immensely mature team, and this is a great generation for this Hungarian group after, candidly, years of, I think, disappointment, and I don't think they disagree with that. And so we'll see if Team USA, who upset Serbia last night, has another upset in them as they take on the number 1 seed in Hungary in just a few moments. You got 45 seconds till the start here. Bodie Brinkema set to take the sprint. He'll likely sprint against Oliver Leinweber. Pete Castillo starting for USA. He's the center. Corbin Stanley also starting. He'll defend and post up. Watch for him to go 2-2. Csongor Lugosi for Hungary. Number 12 will be the center there. Vince Varga, number 10, will start in defense. Adam Putz. Zalan Neutsch will be on the 1-2. Balogh Bolton and Leinweber on the 4-5. Ryan Ohl starting next to Dodd with Castillo, Brinkema, Lathy, and Stanley. Mills will start in the goal. David Sitas will start in the goal for Hungary. We're off and away we go. Bodie Brinkema and Oliver Leinweber. Brinkema wins it. USA gets the first possession. Lathy with the ball now. He'll go underneath. Good move there by Dodd. Ordinary foul back to Lathy. Brinkema to Ol. Back to Brinkema. To Dodd. He'll go into Lathy, the lefty. Lathy the move inside. Stolen by Zalan Noij. Noij heading to Long Beach State this fall. So those two will meet more often than you'd think. Poots with the ball now. He'll go up top to Ballo. Ballo looking for Lineweber, finds him. Lugoshi being guarded by Stanley. We're going to need an off-ball exclusion. That'll go against Stanley. Lugoshi, and he finishes 1-0 Hungary. A good find from Lineweber. So Hungary starts off hot. Lugoshi, a real power in the middle. Not to be trifled with. He'll stay in the game. Stanley will come back in. Corbin Stanley at Long Beach State as well. Lathy over to Dodd. They're going to press Dodd all day. They've got Vince Varga on him. Normally Varga is a defender. Exclusion coming. Castillo drawing that against Noij. Dodd to Ol. Ol all the way across now to Lathy at the 1. Brinkema. Lathy to Dodd. Ol goes underneath. Castillo blocked. Good save by Tsitash. Brinkema, rebound to USA. Brinkema with the ball to Ol. Ol inside to Stanley off the post. A good find by Ol. Stanley just redirected it slightly out. Hits the post and Tsitash survives that USA odd man attack. Putz now being pressed hard by Ol. Goes down to Varga. Varga up top to Ballo. To Lineweber. Lineweber gets the ordinary. He'll go lob, and he scores there. Lineweber with the deft touch. Just putting it in the back of the net. Doesn't matter how hard you throw it as long as it goes in. 2-0 Hungary, 6:09 in the first. Sombor Porga in the game for Hungary now. Tot Martin in the game. And Martin Zeman Martin, for USA. Ryder Dodd. John Carcari now in the game for Team USA. I was trying to figure out who that was. Lathy. Brinkema. Looking for Dodd. Lathy. Brinkema. The rip! What a shot by Brinkema. Catch, shoot, and score. Goes all the way across the cage there. Lathy finds him, and he doesn't hesitate for a second. He doesn't throw it exceptionally hard on that one. He certainly can. But that was really just a wrist to the cross cage there, and Tsitash unable to get all the way over to make the save. He cuts the deficit to 1 now. 2-1 Hungary, 5:46 remaining in the first quarter of play. When these two teams met in group play, USA held an early advantage, in fact a 3-goal lead at one point. Hungary ends up winning by 1 on a Balogh game-winning shot with 1.2 seconds left. We'll see if that plays into account. Got to have some confidence after playing them so tight here. USA certainly not scared of the moment, not too big for them. Entry pass to Koch, and Koch pulls it out of the air and just backhands it past Mills, who looks shell-shocked by this. What a shot by Toth into the corner. Not much Mills is going to do there. That ball went straight to the corner. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head, that center does. In the game now, Benze Haverkampf just came off a season with Recco. His coach, Sandro Sukno, is in attendance here. Dodd. Brinkema. Will Schneider in the game now for USA. Lathy. Brinkema. Holding goes to Schneider. Ball under call. Good work by Varga to get there. Porga now, holding. He's got Haverkamp flying down the wing, just misses him. Haverkamp over the top. Too high for Martin. Couple of bad passes there, uncharacteristic of this Hungarian team. These guys have been playing together most of their lives. This team has not changed a ton since a couple of years ago. Leahy fouled. Goes to Karkari. Karkari up top to Brinkema, to Dodd. Dodd guarded by Varga. They're going to use the 7-foot wingspan of Varga. Ryder Dodd just threw an unbelievable lob that goes in, but there was an exclusion coming, and so they'll have to fish it out of the back of the net. And they'll go 6-on-5 here. Leahy, Brinkema. Leahy to Dodd. To Ole. To Dodd. To Ole. He's looking inside to the post, doesn't have it, goes to Leahy. Leahy, the shot, skip near side. And we talked about it in the quarterfinal. If you're going to beat Zitosh, you have to beat your field blocker. And that's exactly what Leahy does. He goes wrap underneath the arm of the field blocker and beats Zitosh to the near post. Benedict in the game now. More Benedict. Goes over to Zeman. Zeman with the ball. Up top to Lineweber. Lineweber, early entry to Lugosi. Lugosi turns inside. 5-meter drawn. That'll go against Apeldoorn. So Mills will get his first test here. 3-2 Hungary. 3:50 remaining. 5-meter coming. Lineweber converts. 4-2 Hungary now. And they reestablish a 2-goal lead. Dodd with the ball. Over to Apeldoorn. Castillo. Dodd, he can score from here. Excuse me, Leahy. He goes into Castillo, and he'll draw an exclusion as Haverkamp took him for a little ride backwards. Dodd to Ackerstrom. Ackerstrom all the way over to Black now. Leahy. Dodd. Apeldoorn off the hands of Zitosh. Good save by him. Leahy with the ball. 3 on the exclusion. Black goes up to Apeldoorn again, and he skips this time, but skips it over the cage. Adam Putz now in the game. Lefty who attends Princeton University. Zeman. Che. Back to Zeman. Down now. That's Benedict. Goes across to Putz. Putz, the finish! Just over the head of Mills. Look at the lefty. It's like, you don't confine him to one side. He's going to drive in anyway and puts it away, giving Hungary a 5-2 lead. We'll get an early timeout from Coach Coker and Team USA. 2:43 remaining in the first quarter. They'll talk about it, break it down, build it back up, and see if they can put it together. So we'll come out of the timeout here. Mills with the ball. Brinkham on the release. Dodd on the drive. Dodd trying to post up. Lathy, Baloch, and Dodd, they went after it all year. Baloch attends Stanford. Dodd attends UCLA, so they're in the same conference. Lathy. Dodd, exclusion coming. That'll go against Baloch. Brinkham up to Ole. 6-on-5 here. You feel it's early, but you feel like you've got to have it. You've got to get into rhythm here for Team USA. Ball swings to Ole. Goes inside. Castillo, and he finishes. There you go. That'll cut the deficit to 2. And hopefully USA can stymie this vaunted Hungarian attack. 5-3 Hungary leading. 2:10 in the first quarter of play. Go. Zayman with the ball. Early to Putz. Putz's teammates at Princeton with Ryan Ole's older brother. Ole was guarding Putz there. Neutsch and Zayman down to Putz. They go a double lefty set, go inside. John Carr. Carey says, it ain't happening here. And they'll counter out. Ryder Dodd on Putz. Look for him to get an advantage. He's going to make his life miserable. Kiefer Black fouled by Che. Black over to Carcari. Minute 35 in the first quarter. Entry pass. Nice pass by Black. Finds Schneider. Schneider holds, and he finishes over T-Toss's head. Cuts the deficit to 1. What a pass by Black. He throws a bullet. Hits Schneider in the hand. Schneider looks like he's standing on a platform that he can't be taken down off of. That's his 10th goal in the tournament. Cutting the deficit to 1. 1:29 remaining in the first. So here we go now. 5-4 Hungary leading. Line Weber with the ball, guarded by Black. Bit of length. Kiefer Black has like a 6'9 wingspan. Goes to Varga, who's got a 7-foot wingspan. Down line there. Neutsch looks inside. Mills with a tip out. Great defense by Mills. Great defense by Mills to read that. Oh, what a field block by Will Schneider. With some authority, Ackerstrom gets the rebound. USA countering out. We'll get a lifetime sub here. Lathy coming back in the game for Black. Cross now to Dodd. Dodd entry to Schneider, guarded by Varga. Varga with the steal. That's outstanding different defense from Vince Varga, showing why he's a Champions League champion with Ferencváros. And an unenviable, those are two big humans who are extremely talented, getting after it. Vince Varga getting the better of that one. Varga now. All the way across. That's Benedict. Benedict the rip. Field block by Brinkema. Benedict, the son of the late Tibor Benedict, said to be one of the best lefties ever. Was part of the Hungarian national team for a number of years, won a number of medals. I've personally met him and spent time with him, and unbelievable human. One of the most intense competitors I've ever been around. Dodd now with the ball. That ball's flipped away. Told Martin he'll go to the bench, and Coach Neutsch for Hungary not thrilled. That'll be the end of the first quarter of play. USA will have 16 seconds on the exclusion if they can win the sprint. We'll be right back with our second quarter of action. Hungary leading 5-4 over Team USA. Been a fairly clean game here. You're joining us. I'm Wesley Kading here with World Aquatics. You're watching the men's U20 World Championships here in Zagreb, Croatia. Winner of this match will take on Spain in the finals. Nobody in real foul trouble. Toth Martin, Noich Zalan, Porga Zombor, Baloch Bolton, and Haverkamp Vence, all with one exclusion. Apeldoorn Gavin and Stanley Corbin with one exclusion for Team USA. Hungary leading 5-4 despite having 3 more exclusions against them. We'll see if that plays into account here, into effect in the second quarter. We're off and away we go. If USA wins the sprint, they're up. Brinkema, he does win it. So Team USA's up 6-on-5. They'll have 10 seconds from now. Brinkema bringing it down. They got to go. Karkari open at the wing. Now not. They're in a 3-3. Leithy, Brinkema. They're going to Castillo. Vince Varga again with a steal. Vince Varga is everything that we've heard from a center defender standpoint. Touch pass to Lineweber. Lineweber inside. 5-meter coming. There it is. Brinkema got burned on the counter. What a pass by Varga. So he steals it, throws a dime right into Lineweber's hand as he had the advantage. And Mills will face another 5-meter. This one will be taken by Baloch. Baloch with 12 goals on like 12 shots. I don't know if he's missed more than twice all tournament. And there he puts that one away, so 13 goals on probably about 15 shots. I'd have to look, but he has not missed much. So Hungary reestablishes a 2-goal lead, 7:25 in the second quarter of play. Dodd, Brinkema. Contra foul coming. That one drawn by Vince Varga. So in the last 3 possessions, effectively, Vince Varga has gotten 2 steals, an assist to a 5-meter, and a drawn contra foul. So that's pretty productive. Baloch with the ball. Baloch moving, gives it to Varga. Varga down line, Zeman. Baloch. Varga. Oh, he bobbled that one. He'll shoot anyway, and he puts it in the back of the net. What a finish by Varga. This guy came to play. He's rising to the occasion. Spotlight not too bright for him. So no Tot András here for Hungary. Doesn't seem to be hindering them whatsoever. We'll see if the lack of depth on that right-hander side plays into account later on in the game. For right now, Hungary lighting up the scoreboard, 7-4. Leithy with the ball. He'll use Dodd. Dodd has been held scoreless through a quarter and change. I don't know if that's ever happened to him in his life, but it now has, so there's a first for everything. He's guarded by Baloch. Exclusion coming. Leithy. Brinkema. Leithy. All the way across to Ole. Ole to Dodd. Look out. There's a rip, and Vince Varga gets another block. Oh, they're going to call it out on Sitash. Yeah, they're going to pull that out. Yeah, VAR buzzed in, and we've talked about all tournament long. The VAR is running at all times, and so they're going to take a look at it. Did it hit Sitash or not? It definitely hits Varga, and they'll confirm. So VAR is reviewing all these shot blocks, all the goals, the not goals, the close ones, and whatever else. They'll confirm that Varga touched it, not Sitash, so Hungary will retain possession. 20 on the shot clock. You're live here. Lugosi coming in. He'll be guarded by Corbin Stanley. Those are 2 big boys getting after it. Lineweber down to Zeman. Varga now posting up Schneider. Entry pass to Lugosi. Lugosi the turn. Great defense there by Will Schneider as he came over to help, but Lugosi too strong, turns inside. Draws a 5-meter line, Weber now. This to give Hungary a 4-goal lead, and he does. And so wholesale changes now for Hungary. More Benedict back in, Haverkamp, Porga, Neutsch, Pötz, and Balogh. USA rolling with a similar crew that they've had. Dodd, Lathy, Brinkema, Schneider, Apeldoorn in now with Ryan Ohl. Brinkema over to Ohl. Brinkema down to Lathy, wanting to work inside. Exclusion coming. Good draw there by Apeldoorn on the post up. Ohl now to Dodd. Dodd to Apeldoorn. So Dodd finds Apeldoorn on the 6th post, and he puts it away. 5 goals for USA, 8 for Hungary. 3-goal differential right now. 5:23 remaining in the second quarter of play. Elvis Fatovic now in attendance here. The head coach of Barceloneta. Milan Aleksic also here. 3-time Olympian for Serbia watching. He's part of the Serbian Federation. A lot of names. Filip Filipovic was here yesterday. Sukno here. High-level water polo, they've come to play. That's not going to look too good for Lineweber in their notes as he chucks that one out of play. Mills holding to Apeldoorn. Ryder Dodd has got to get going. He's got Lugosi on him. This is what you want if you're Ryder Dodd, to have a big center like that on you, as strong and as quick as he is. Zelikov now. Apeldoorn. Zelikov the rip, and that goes way over the cage. Exclusion coming. That's going to go against Lathy. His first. 6-on-5 for Hungary. Porga, the shot right over the head of Charlie Mills. Gives Hungary a 4-goal lead again. 4:35 remaining in the second quarter of play. Stanley has 2 exclusions, so we likely won't be calling his name too much for a little while. Lathy, guarded by Benedict. Benedict is the youngest player on this team. He's a 07, so he'll get another shot at World U20 in his future. Zelikov, exclusion coming. Castillo drawing that one. Ball coming out. And Coach Coker not happy about that. Coach Coker asking for, you're not seeing it on the screen, but Coach Coker is asking for a reset on the exclusion because Pötz did not come out of the game and they had to pull the ball out. So we'll restart. Here we go. Dodd, Lathy, Zelikov, Lathy, Dodd, Zelikov. Oh no, that's Oh, that's Ackerstrom. What a rip by Ackerstrom. Landon Ackerstrom out of UC San Diego puts this one away, cuts the deficit to 3. What a rip by him. He's been a great shooter for that Triton offense last couple of years. Now taking his talents to Zagreb, Croatia with Team USA. Adam Putz back in the game. What you'll notice here is Leinweber, Varga, Haverkampf all getting rest. Cross now. Balog, the entry stolen by Lathy. Looks like Lathy inadvertently popped Ryder in the face, but man feels no pain, so he keeps swimming. Lathy takes the ordinary. Castillo in the middle now. He's guarded by Putz. Lathy, 13 on the clock, goes inside to Castillo. He'll get another exclusion. Great work by Pete Castillo, drawing another exclusion. Kiefer Black will fish it out to Dodd. Dodd fakes, goes to Ackerstrom, back to Dodd. He'll go down line to Black. Black moves in. He goes to Lathy. Lathy faking, 8 on the clock. Dodd faking, back to Black. Watch for Dodd here. He's setting this up nicely. Ackerstrom, everybody thinking about Dodd. Ackerstrom 2 for 2. His second goal and cuts the deficit to 2. 3:16 remaining in the second quarter. Been a lot of goals here today. 16 goals in a quarter and a half. That's 3 minutes and change remaining in the second quarter. Will Schneider comes back in the game. Team USA, Vince Varga. Leinweber all the way across to Zayman, guarded by Schneider. Appledorn getting after it with Lugosi. Look out. Zayman, Varga. Zayman, the shot skips over the cage. An opportunity now for USA to bring this to 1 goal. Black down line to Lathy. Schneider working in, wanted it. Varga recovers. Great defense by Varga. He's just amazing. Don't know where Will Schneider went. Unless they're playing hold your breath. There's the 5-meter. Varga will be called for that one. Two big humans getting after it. 2 strong boys. Now Ryder Dodd had 7 goals last night. We've got 2:34 left in the second quarter, and Dodd has yet to score. This will be his opportunity to get his name on the scoreboard. And he does, beating Tsitash. All right, so 9-8 Hungary leading now. Lugosi on the reset. USA making a couple of changes. They'll bring Karkari back in and Brinkema back in. So you got Ackerstrom, Dodd, Schneider, Lathy, Brinkema, Karkari, Mills in the goal. Hungary countering with Zayman, Porga, Leinweber, Varga, Lugosi, and Benedict. Look for Benedict here. He's going to get after Brinkema. Ball comes down to Benedict. Schneider coming back to try and help. Ball swings across now to Porga, to Zayman. Porga looking in. Nothing doing. Varga goes inside to Lugosi. Great move, but he flicks it. A 5-meter call there. Lugosi looked like he flipped it over the cage. And so now more Benedict to try and convert and reestablish a 2-goal lead for Hungary. He does. .209 remaining. Benedict's 4th goal in the tournament. Brinkema now. Schneider has got Porga on him. You want to go to Schneider here. He's got the matchup you want. Brinkema goes to Schneider. Schneider, the turn off the head of Tsitas. Good save. Ackerstrom will reset quick. Go to Dodd. He's guarded by Varga. Up top to Karkari. Karkari goes back to Schneider. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Porga. That is the matchup you want. If you can get Will Schneider on Porga, go there all day. Ackerstrom, Dodd, Brinkema, Leahy now. Dodd up in the middle. He'll be pressed by Lineweber. Watch 2 on Hungary. He's about to jump. And they find Ackerstrom. Ackerstrom bars out. Great shot. Not enough, though. Looks like Tsitas got a piece of it as he was coming down. They had to go to Ackerstrom there because Lineweber had moved all the way up in the lane, taking away the pass to Dodd. Hungary, their game plan is very clear. Stop Ryder Dodd, and so far so good for them. Che now in the game for Hungary. Lugosi in the middle, the turn. Steal by Brinkema. 1 minute remaining in the first half of play. Ackerstrom. Schneider now has Che on him. Also a good matchup for Schneider. You have to understand there's probably only 2 people big enough to guard Schneider on Hungary's team. So you've got to get it to him when you can. Leahy now. Ackerstrom, Leahy. Down line to Brinkema. Brinkema holding. He's got Ackerstrom up top. Goes to him. The rip! He scores again! And Ackerstrom puts a 3rd goal in 4 shots. Well, they're going to review it. It was a quick call by the ref, not sure. Initial call is a goal. Again, VAR reviews every goal, shot, and potential tip out or so. Sometimes it buzzes, sometimes it doesn't. And it counts. 1 goal differential, 10-9. Hungary leading, 33 seconds left in the second quarter of play. Ackerstrom with 3 huge goals for Team USA here in the first half of play. And so while Hungary at one point had a 4-goal lead, Team USA has shown their resilience and grit as they've rallied back to 1-goal deficit here. Lugosi will start. He'll dish it off to Lineweber. Down to Ballo. Castillo is now guarding Lugosi. Castillo actually plays quite a bit of center defense, so this should be fun. Contra foul against Lugosi. 14 seconds on the clock. USA, let's see if they've got enough in them to get down there. 10 now. Doesn't look like they'll go. Leahy telling people to swim. 7 seconds. They'll go to Dodd. Dodd trying to work. 3 on the clock. He'll shoot. Saved by Tsitas. Would have counted if it went, but it didn't. 10-9, halftime. We'll be right back with the second half of play. Right after this, you're watching the men's U20 World Championships in Zagreb, Croatia. I'm Wesley Kading. We've got 1 more half left to go. Winner taking on Spain in the final tomorrow. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Wesley Kading. Want to thank you for joining us here at the World Aquatics Men's U20 Water Polo World Championships. A couple of updates here on the exclusion ratios here. Corbin Stanley with 2 exclusions for USA. For Hungary, Putz, Tot, Porga, and Haverkamp all with 2. So we'll see if that factors into some of their playing time. For me, Vince Varga, despite the fact he's only got 1 goal, Vince Varga has 2 steals and a field block. He's been the engine that is driving this Hungarian defense in front of David Zitas. Speaking of Zitas, he's been pulled from the game. Gergo Tabo is now in the game for Hungary. Leinweber, 3 goals. Putz, Tot, Benedict, Porga, Varga, Baloch, and Lugosi, all 1 goal. On the other side, Leithy, Apeldoorn, Brinkema, Castillo, and Dodd 1 goal. Landon Ackerstrom with 3 goals himself, and Will Schneider with 1. It was a heck of a first half. I can't imagine the second half being any different. These 2 teams getting after it for the second time this week. See who comes out ahead, and Spain awaits the winner in the final. Off and away we go. Leinweber and Brinkema. Brinkema wins that one. We'll flip it back to Carey, and Pete Castillo will hustle his way into the middle. He'll be guarded by Zalan Noj. Noj, an outstanding defender for Hungary. Early exclusion. Got to go against Noj. So Castillo goes right at him. No fear there. USA on the attack. This to tie it to Dodd. Down to Ole. Ole looking at the post, nothing doing. To Dodd, over to Leithy. He'll go inside to Castillo, and Castillo is 2nd goal. The Bruins hooking up again. Leithy finding Castillo at the 5 post. We're tied 10-10. Putz up top to Varga. Leinweber over to Che. Che looking in, nothing doing to Baloch. He goes into Tot. Tot the move! A great move by Tot Martin, unrewarded there, and Mills gets the steal. Brinkema now. 10-10, 6:51 remaining in 3rd quarter. We've got a whole new ball game. Down to Leithy. He's guarded by Leinweber. Carey posting up. Schneider being guarded by Varga. Shot, bar down, Ryder Dodd. They're going to erect a statue in his honor at some point in time. Not yet, though. He's not done yet. That's his 2nd goal. What a shot from 7 meters. Look at the rip right in the face of Maxim Che. So his 2nd goal of the game gives USA their first lead of the game, 11-10. USA over Hungary, 6:36 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Putz will take a break, as will Tot Martin, both of them with 2 exclusions. Che with the ball now. Hungary looking to respond. Lugosi, guarded by Apeldoorn. That's a good matchup for Hungary. There comes the drop immediately from Schneider. Leinweber with the ball, earns the ordinary foul. Looking around for it, 13 on the clock. He'll go off to Che. Che's got Zeman, uses Zeman. Zeman goes inside. That ball tipped away by Apeldoorn. Dodd now. Apeldoorn. Dodd. Down to Brinkema. Brinkema looking inside. Goes inside. No call there. Leithy turned into the defense. Great defense there by Hungary. They survived that attack. It was a good entry and turn, but the Hungarian defense in great position there stops the attack by Leithy. Zeman with the ball now. Hungary trying to tie it up. He'll use Balogh at the top. Balogh will go to Che. Che down line to Zeman. He's all alone. Decides against shooting. Zeman, shot clock violation. Missed his opportunity there. Mills with the ball. He'll go to Dodd. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Che. Will Schneider drawing another one. Ole just holding. Good patience there for USA. Hungary looking to get a stop here. Leithy. Brinkema to Dodd. That ball tipped. Great defense by Vince Varga. 4 on the clock. He's got no angle. He'll go lob off the bar. Good touch. Not enough. Varga is so good on defense. Tips another one away. He won't be credited with a block or a steal, but that stop on that 5-man is all because of Vince Varga. Varga now on the carry. 18 on the shot. Exclusion coming. 6 on 5 Hungary. That one will go against Ole. Down to Zeman. He'll go all the way across to Balogh. Balogh at the 4. Lineweber at the 3. He's got Varga. He goes to Zeman, to Varga. Varga, the rip bar in! What an absolute lightning bolt out of the arm of Vince Varga. He goes cross cage. Nobody in the world is blocking this one. We're knotted up at 11. We've got a game, folks. 4:24 in the third. See if USA can respond. Brinkema now. Brinkema to Dodd. Down to Ackerstrom. Ackerstrom been hot for Team USA. Leithy goes inside. 5-meter call. That's Neuj's third. Neuj is done for the day. Dodd to take here. And he scores. So Hungary makes a change in goal to Sabo. And they immediately give up 3 goals. That's tough for him. 12-11, USA leading Hungary. 4:04 remaining. We got a lot of game left. Lugosian now. He'll be guarded by Castillo. And this is a strategic move here. They don't want their defenders getting more exclusions before the fourth quarter. So Castillo, who's normally a center, can defend. Mind you, he's talented enough to defend, sure. Lugosi is just... Lugosi looking. What a rip. Oh my goodness. Oliver Lineweber says, if you can do it, so can I. He mirrors Ryder Dodd, throws an absolute seed to the near corner, tying us back up at 12. Oliver Lineweber headed to Savona in the fall. Shows why he's such a valued asset to this Hungarian team. He leads all scoring for Team Hungary. That's his 4th goal in the game, giving him 17 in the tournament. Yeesh. Leithy now to Dodd. Back to Dodd. Dodd again. What a rip by Castillo, but a better block by Hungary. We've got good defense. We've got good offense. We're having a ton of fun here. Exclusion. He's put up number 8. Castillo is out. Hungry, 6-on-5. Haverkamp with the ball. He's attacking. Goes down line to Varga. Haverkamp driving in. They've got Balog. Varga takes it himself. Ryder Dodd says, I'm an Olympian. You're not. Dodd now. Goes all the way down. Lathy inside. Moved by Lathy. Sabo with the steal. Lineweber, perfect defense there. Perfect defense from Oliver Lineweber. 12-12. I love the defense. This is amazing. Both teams play an elite level defense. That's how you win championships. And we're not even in the finals yet. Varga with the ball. To Che. Che over his head to Lineweber. Lineweber. Che. Che on the bobble. 5 on the clock. Contra foul. Contra foul in the middle. I don't know who it's against. USA's going to offense. Dodd with the ball. Dodd, the rip off the bar. Rebound. Ball under. Kiefer Black had the rebound. More Benedict came over the top, put the ball under, draws the, contra foul at that point, and Hungary on the attack now. Varga with the ball. 2 minutes remaining in the third period to play. This game is a frenetic pace. These two teams so fast. The shot by Lineweber over the shoulder of Mills, and Lineweber puts up his 5th goal of the game, giving Hungary a 13-12 lead. 1:54 remaining in the third. Lathy now looking inside. They've got Schneider. Schneider being guarded by Benedict. Benedict takes the quick exclusion. It's smart there. You can't give Schneider the ball. Dodd with the ball. 16 on the shot. Lathy. Lathy faking. Goes over to Dodd. Dodd down to Ull. Ull to Dodd. To Brinkema. To Lathy. To Dodd. Dodd the rip. Great save by Sabo. My goodness, what a save by Sabo. New 18, 2-1 even. Here comes the even. Schneider, and he sails that one. Hungary survives another 5-on-6. Doing some underwater basket weaving there, Maxim Che and Will Schneider, just spending some time holding their breath. Zayman looking in, wanting to go to Lugosi, guarded by Karkari. Hole in the drop. Zayman now. Nothing doing. Comes up top now. That's Varga. Tipped away by Dodd. Dodd on the seal. Foul there. Shea just right place, right time. Dodd tipped it right to him. Balo throws a rope. Mills knocks it down. Balo's shot from half there. Down line. Exclusion coming. Nice pass from Brinkema. That'll go against Che. Will Schneider is a man among men right now. Ryder Dodd with the ball. He'll go across to Lathy. 10 on the clock. Brinkema to Lathy. Up top to Karkari. Over the top. Nothing doing. Dodd with the ball. 3 on the clock. He'll go to Schneider. And that ball's tipped out by Lineweber on the pass. So if you throw a pass and the defense tips it out, you retain possession. That's what just happened. New 18. They'll run this down as long as they can. 16 on the game. 12 now on the shot. Ull faking. Goes to Karkari. Another unbelievable save from Sabo. Keeping Hungary ahead by 1 as we run out the end of the third quarter of play here. Oh, Ballo just goes backhand, hits Brinkema in the chin. Hungary leading 13-12, end of third quarter. We got one more quarter to decide this. Winner taking on Spain. Loser taking on Croatia. We'll be right back with more from the Men's U20 World Championship. I'm Wesley Kading. Don't go anywhere. We got one great quarter left. Welcome back, everyone. Fourth quarter about to begin. 13-12, Hungary leading Team USA. Get your popcorn ready. Put your seatbelt on. It's going to be a wild ride. It's been a wonderful game thus far. Zalan Noyes, the only player who's been excluded with 3 exclusions. Corbin Stanley with 2. Che Haverkamp, Porga, Tot, and Pertz all with 2 as well. Don't know if that'll factor, but we'll find out here in 8 short minutes. Fourth quarter of play set to begin, and Brinkema wins the sprint again. Brinkema been very fast tonight. Flips it to Carcari. They'll be flanked by Lathy, Dodd, Ole, and Castillo. Haverkamp in now with Tot, Benedict, Baloch, Varga, and Martin Zeman. More Benedict just ripped that out of the air. Great steal. We've seen a lot of great defense here today. I know the score is 25 total goals, and we're just starting the fourth quarter, but there has been some tremendous stops. These guys are elite shooters, matched only by the elite aspects of their defense. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Lathy. That'll be his second. Ballo, careful with Ballo. Ballo can rip from there. Benedict shoots, bar out. Dodd with the rebound. He'll flip it out. Lathy will come back in, so no rest for the weary. He doesn't need any rest. Mills, outlet now to Brinkema. You got Castillo in the middle. Carcari coming down to the 1. To Brinkema. Lathy at the top. Dodd on the drive. Dodd finds it. What a pass from Brinkema. And Dodd puts it in the back of the net. We're tied 13-13. Ryder Dodd has really come to life here in the second half. He's got 4 goals on the day. Look at the seed from Brinkema. Only Dodd can get to it. A great finish there, and Sabo not happy about it. We're knotted up again. 6:48 left in the fourth. Balok with the ball. Varga. Balok. Foul by Dodd. Down to Zeman. Contra foul. Mills just holding. Karkari. Zelikov. Zelikov's got a cannon. He holds. Wants to go to Brinkman. Thinks better of it. Goes across to Ole. Dodd, the shot! Great save by Szabo. Brinkman on the reset. Szabo has been great for Hungary other than the first 2 minutes. Dodd kind of gets that 50-50. Goes to Ole. 10 on the shot clock. Zelikov, Brinkema, goes up top. Oh my goodness, Pete Castillo just absolutely fired a missile with his chin in the water. What a find by Brinkema, his second assist in as many opportunities. Hits Castillo, who throws a wrister in. Picked a bad day to stop smoking. I'm stressing out now. (14-13), USA leading. 5:49 remaining. USA's had the lead one other time, but they were unable to hold it. Hungary came storming back. We'll see if that repeats. Lineweber with the ball. Balogh being guarded by Dodd. Balogh driving. We're going to get a contra foul right there. It's tough for Hungary. Dodd, an elite defender. Balogh, an elite driver. Two very, very high-level players. Apeldoorn now. He goes outside to Brinkema. He's got Zelikov underneath. Contra foul there inside the 2. It's the right call. He was pretty deep there. Szabo. Hungary making Team USA's life miserable coming down. Lineweber dishes. And Landon Ackerstrom comes up with a huge steal, knocking the ball right out of Lugosi's hand. Had he missed there, it probably would have been a 5-meter goal, as Lugosi had inside water against Apeldoorn. Ackerstrom now. Ackerstrom with 3 goals today. His best performance of the tournament. Zelikov. Contra foul coming against Schneider. Haverkamp looking down. He's got Lugosi. Goes to him. Lugosi on the break. Goes cross-cage skip. Mills up to the task. Just stones him at point-blank range. Schneider inside. 5-meter drawn by Schneider. That'll go against Varga. Varga, that's his second exclusion. This to give Team USA a 2-goal advantage with 4:20 remaining. Dodd to take. He's yet to shoot one against Szabo. And he scores. So Dodd, his 5th goal of the game. He and Lineweber going shot for shot here. 4:20 remaining. USA 15, Hungary 13. Hungary takes their first time out. Varga now. 2 exclusions against Varga. Their most valuable player by far, Vince Varga. I know he doesn't lead in goals, but he does everything for this team. Lineweber, the shot. Mills up to the task there. A good save. Mills all the way down to Ackerstrom. Ackerstrom getting a lot of minutes. Ordinary foul there. Goes up top to Brinkema. Brinkema finds Ole. Ole to Brinkema. Ordinary foul there. He's eligible. He'll think better of it. Ole, the shot. Ole just went skip near side. His first and only shot of the game. He's given USA a 3-goal lead. I don't know what you're doing on this Friday night, but it isn't better than this. Hungary, a 3-goal deficit, 3:42 remaining. And if there's one team that can do this, it's Hungary. But the lack of Andras Toth is playing in huge. He's a main goal scorer for them. Not having him available tonight is certainly hurting them. Lineweber. This a key possession for Hungary. Lineweber. Over to Benedict. Varga posting up Ole. Varga gets the ball. Ole, 2 hands down. He'll get an exclusion. That's a smart foul by Ole. The Stanford man, no surprise, an intelligent play from him. Ballo. Zeman, Ballo, Lineweber. Lineweber. Lineweber, the rip, and he goes high shelf. He's pumped. That's his 6th goal of the game. Cuts the deficit to 2. This is still very much a ball game for Hungary. 3:15 remaining. Boy. Coach Coker calling out something here. We'll see if USA runs some kind of play. Appledorn in now. Ackerstrom down on the lefty side, opposite Dodd. Ackerstrom has had a tremendous game for Team USA. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Benedict. His second. Filling up that stat sheet. USA draws a lot of exclusions with their movement and speed. Dodd now. Ackerstrom. Ackerstrom looks inside to Castillo. He'll get called for a contra foul and a push-off. Porga goes out. Zeman comes in. Benedict back in from the box. This is huge for Hungary if they pretty much have to score here. It's not mandatory, but you're getting low on your possession total. Lineweber, the rip underneath the arm of Charlie Mills. And the reigning champs are storming back. 15-16, 1-goal differential, 2:38 remaining. If you're Team USA, you've got to know that Pertz, Toth, Benedict, Porga, Varga, Haverkamp, Che all have 2 exclusions. They're not going to want to take another one unless they absolutely have to. And so a 16-13 lead is dissipated now to 16-15. Brinkema, Dodd, looking for Castillo. Lugosi now guarding because he doesn't have an exclusion. So the 2 centers have been defending each other at both ends of the pool. Lathy. Brinkema, the rip. Brinkema goes cross cage high. Reestablishes a 2-goal lead. The same play as earlier. Lathy to Brinkema, and Brinkema throws a C to the corner. This ball shrinks as he puts it up there. Sabo can't believe it. Look at the release here from Brinkema. 17-15 now. Hungary looking to strike. And look at the faces of Hungary. They are calm. They are cool. They are collected. Nothing is rattling this team. Benedict goes down line now to Varga. Varga with Ackerstrom on him. Varga flips it back out to Benedict. Lugosi has Appledorn. They're going to want to go to him. Balok with the ball. Not a good position for USA to have Balok with the ball there. Foul by Dodd. Balok, 10 on the clock. To Zeman. Zeman working inside. Goes up top. Varga. The rip off the hand. field block by USA. We'll give them a team block. I didn't see who it was. Ol the rebound, 1:43 remaining. USA will have probably about 2 possessions each at this point. Brinkema, Appledorn, Dodd, inside turn against Balogh. Ordinary foul. Balogh now out for over. That's Balogh's second. Timeout, Team USA. You have to figure this is pivotal. If USA is able to get a goal here, 3 goals with a minute, whatever, might be too much. If Hungary can get a stop, they have the opportunity to cut it to a 1-goal deficit. This play very defining of the moment. We'll see what Coach Coker draws up, what Coach Neutsch calls out for defense. Coach Neutsch putting in Haverkampf, taking out Lugosi. Now, the challenge here is this. When you take a timeout on a 6-on-5, the defensive team, so if you're USA and you call a timeout, Hungary on defense can change out their defense. So they remove their center, they remove More Benedict, who's not your best defender, and they put in Maxim Che, and they put in Adam Pötz and Bence Haverkampf. So now they get their best 6. This will be anchored by Vince Varga. And instead of having Lugosi, who's a little more lumbering and big in the center, you don't have that. So as much as it is an advantage to, hey, you're in control of the offense, you do give the defense a chance to reset. We'll see which strategy works out best here. Lineweber up top, Ol with the ball. Castillo driving in. Ackerstrom popping from the 5 post. Ackerstrom open at the top. Ol across to Lathy. Lathy, he shoots! Saved by Tsabo. He hates that. That ball was sailing wide. He knows it. Ol will have to collect a new 18-second. That's huge for Team USA. This will take us down to 50 on the clock. Ball's going to come out. Nope, ball, he just wanted to take it all the way to the 2-meter pylon. Dodd now, Lathy. He's got Ackerstrom. Che fouling Lathy. Lathy up top to Dodd. Lathy. Holding, 5 on the clock, not eligible. Lathy goes inside to Castillo. Varga with another steal. Hungary on the counter. Timeout, Hungary. They had numbers, but Sandor Neutsch All right, so 47 seconds remaining. Hungary has the ball. 6-on-6. They'll draw up a play here. Hungary trailing 15-17. They need a goal in the next 17 seconds. Maybe quicker, maybe 7, if they're going to come out and have a chance at getting the ball back. If they take longer than 17 seconds, USA will be able to control the ball for the remainder. Both teams have now used 2 timeouts, which means what Coach Coker is telling his team right now is if they don't score, spread out. If they do score, we'll line it up. We'll have a 1-goal advantage, and we'll spread it out then. But don't panic. Team USA on the verge of upsetting the reigning world champs Hungary here in Zagreb, Croatia. Lineweber with the ball, goes to Balogh. Balogh down to Zeman, to Balogh. Balogh holding to Zeman. Zeman working inside. Zeman shoots, Mills to stop. 7-second differential. I told you they'd have to go quick. Dodd open. Nobody in the goal. Dodd shoots. Game over. 3 goals. USA 18, Hungary 15, 27 seconds left. And Team USA is 27 seconds away from upsetting the world champ, Hungary. Ryder Dodd with another 6 goals. He's going to need to check a separate bag from all the hardware and MVPs of each game that he's won. Lineweber with the ball. 20 on the clock. Balogh. Varga with the ball. Lineweber. Guarded by Dodd. Dodd flips it away. 8 on the clock. He shoots, Varga shoots, and he scores. It'll be inconsequential. 4.6 remaining. Hungary 16, USA 18. Ladies and gentlemen, USA will take on Spain in the final. Hungary not in the final. They'll play Croatia. Ryder Dodd is a myth. And that'll do it. USA defeats Hungary. They advance to the final tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. against Spain. That'll wrap it up for us. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for the final match, USA Spain, and the third place match, Hungary Croatia. Have a good night, everyone.